So far we discussed these transformations. Today I am going to explain some other transformations. Union.
Okay.
Union transformation is an active transformation and it is mainly used to combine data from multiple sources.
Yeah.
It is equal to unional operation in Oracle SQL.
Okay.
So it won't eliminate duplicates. So just it
Mm-hmm.
combine the data and it will
Data. Okay.
send as output. So in order to use union, we should have same number of columns and data type should match for all the
Yeah.
sources.
Okay.
I'm connecting to Oracle. I'm connecting to source. Select start from tab. Then you can see list of tables under this user. Select start from the employee. This is one source table. I'm creating another source table. Create table
Okay.
employee one. EMP number, EMP name, where 120, EMP set, number. I'm going to insert some records into this table. Table name, values, 200, 0, insert into table name, 200, 4000, insert into table name, values, 200. Comment. Select star from employee. This is one source. Select star from employee one. This is another source. So if you observe here, number of columns are same and the data types also same and column names need not be the same. So here EMP number, here E number. So my objective is I want to combine these two tables data and I want to load it into another table. So here how many rows? 4.
4 rows
Here
and
3 plus 4 plus 3, total 7 rows I need to load into my target table. Not only two sources, you can combine n number of sources. Connecting to target. Here I am creating a table. Create table emp underscore employee number, name, salary. So I have two sources and I have one target. Any questions so far?
no.
I want to load a data from these two tables into a single table. So for any task we have three steps: creation of mapping, creation of session, third one is creation of
Yes.
workflow or use the existing workflow. All programs, Informatica, client, Power Center design. So just double click on repository, enter the user ID and password. Now double click on your folder. So here First of all, we need to verify whether our source and targets are ready or not to create a mapping. So what are my sources here? I have two sources. Employee, employee 1. I have only employee. I need to import another source. Select source and library. From the menu bar, select sources, import from database. Enter the password. Click on connect. Here you need to select employee 1. Repository. So, what about target? My target is EMP Union. Not there. I need to import target using target designer. From the menu bar, select targets, import from database. Enter the password. Click on connect. Select your target. What's your target here? EMP Union. Repository. Any questions so far? Now I'm going to create a mapping using mapping designer. Select mapping designer. From the menu bar, select mappings. Click on create. Enter the mapping. M underscore union underscore next. Click on. From the navigation bar, select both the sources. Employee, employee. Similarly, select your target and drag it. Now I am going to create union transformation. From the menu bar, select transformation, click on create. Then it opens create transformation dialog box. From the drop down, select union. Enter the name, whatever the name you want you can give, but Informatica recommends the standard for union which should start with UN, followed by description. Click on create. Here select any one of the source qualifier ports and drag it onto union. I have two source qualifiers, take any one. Drag it onto union. So automatically one output group comes. You can connect these two targets. But I need to connect another group also, another source also. So for that what you need to do is double click on union, go to groups tab. So here icon is there. Add a new group. That's it. Apply. So if you have one more source, you add one more group. If you have 5 sources, you need to add 5 groups.
Okay.
Based on number of sources, you can add those many groups. So connect to target. At a time, you can connect a number of sources.
So
Sorry.
So initially, when you open the union checkbox, there's by default there's a new group, right?
Yeah, why? Because we connected, right? Directly.
We connected. Okay.
See,
So the
otherwise,
first
without connecting also, you create groups. After that also, without connecting, then what you need to do, you need to enter manually the port names. That's why I dragged.
Okay.
So without connecting source qualifier also, you create first groups.
Okay.
2 groups and you can connect, but you need to add manually port names. So to avoid that one, just I dragged, automatically one group automatically taken and one output group come as output. If you want to add another group, create one more group.
Okay. And like if you are manually creating those ports, then each it would not auto-populate as E number 1 or E name number.
It will come automatically.
Okay.
So here you can see group ports. So here by default these are output ports. E number, E
Okay.
name, visa. So the best option is we drag it. Why? Because hundreds
Okay.
of columns we don't create manually, right? In real time, it will take
Yeah.
3 hours or 4 hours itself.
Yeah.
Just generally we drag it. So if you have 3 or 4 sources, take any one source and drag it. Simple.
And while connecting to the target, you can like now you have connected the first 3 rows, right?
Yeah,
So
first
you can
group.
do from any group.
No, this is the only output group. You can see triangle symbols. Only this is the output group. You cannot connect from here. These are only input groups. It is ready to take
Okay.
input. It's not providing any output. You cannot see triangle symbols. So Union takes multiple input groups and provide only one output group.
Okay.
So if you observe a router, it is a different case. It will take one input
Yeah.
group and provide multiple output groups.
Yeah. Yeah. I was keeping router in mind because we connect to different
Yeah.
targets.
So here only one output group.
Okay.
Any questions?
So union can be like it can communicate only with one target.
You can connect to another target also. Same data will populate into another target.
Another.
So if you want to filter based on some condition, go for filter after union. If you want to move to multiple targets based on multiple conditions, again go for router.
Okay.
It depends on your requirement.
Okay.
Repository. So our first step is completed. Second step is creation of session. Select another client workflow manager. Select task development. From the menu bar, select tasks, click on create. Enter the session name. S underscore M underscore union underscore test. Click on. Then it will show list of mappings under your folder. Select the required mapping. Then click on, double click on the session. Go to mapping tab. The session creation process is same for every mapping. Just you need to give
Right.
connections. You have two sources. You need to give connections for both. Source 62. Target. Give target connection. You can apply repository. So our first two steps are completed. Third step is creation of workflow or use the existing workflow. Select workflow designer. Expand sessions folder. Select your session and drag it onto the axis. So select your session. Right click. Start. Click. See here from one source 3 rows read, another source 4 rows read, total 7 rows loaded into target. Any questions so far?
So as long as the table has the same data types and the number of columns is the same.
Yeah, see here 3 columns, 3 columns. Number of columns should be same, data type should be same in order to use union. Select start from emp underscore. Column names need not be same.
Yeah, column.
See total 7 rows. First 4 rows and 3 rows. So my requirement is I don't want to load duplicates. So here you can see one duplicate row there. So can you guess how we can eliminate this duplicate record? So we
See,
are, sorry?
you want to combine other transformation.
So final, my objective is before loading into target, I want to eliminate duplicate record. I don't want to load 100 two times. Then go for sorter transformation. We already
Got it.
discussed. See here,
Yeah, we are.
to eliminate duplicate record. So what you need to do? You need to place sorter after union. So remove the links. Create sorter. Enter the name. From sorter. So you need to select distinct option. Double click. Go to properties tab. Apply. Repository. Any questions? Hello.
No, no.
So some people connect before union. That is wrong. So for this source qualifier they connect starter. For this source qualifier they connect starter. Then if there is a record exist in here and here, then that record you can't
Yeah,
eliminate. So
yeah,
only
yeah.
best place is after union you need to place sorter.
Yeah.
So whenever you do the changes in the mapping, first you need to save it. After that you need to refresh your session. Repository. You can manually truncate existing target table, or you can enable truncate target table. Apply. Select workflow as an output. Already there. See here now, 6 rows loaded. Earlier 7 rows loaded. 4 plus 3.
Yeah.
Eliminated duplicate record. See, 6 rows. Any questions on union transformation?
No, no.
I'm going to explain another transformation. Stored procedure. Sorry. Stored procedure transformation is a passive transformation and it is mainly used to call a PL/SQL procedure. In real-time environment, the usage of stored procedure is very less. Generally, all business logics we can build with the existing transformations. If you are unable to build with the existing transformations, then only we go for stored procedure, PL/SQL stored procedure. Very rare cases we go. But we can call that stored procedure using stored procedure transformation. Here I am going to show with a simple example how to do that. So first of all I am connecting to source. Select start from, yeah, then you can see list of tables. this is my source. Here I'm going to calculate tax using stored procedure. I can calculate using expression also, simple, but
Yeah.
I want to do using stored procedure. Create or replace procedure. Procedure name is emp underscore tax underscore cal, salary as input, and the tax as a begin. Tax is equal to salary into 2 divided by 100. I am assuming 2%. So this is a simple stored procedure. It takes salary as input and ready to provide tax as output.
Yes.
Now I am connecting to target. I am creating a table emp underscore line number name capital input salary name tax. So if you observe my source and target, I have only one additional column, tax.
Yes.
I'm going to calculate the tax using stored procedure. Any questions so far? Hello.
Oh, no.
So first of all, we need to verify whether our source and targets are ready or not to create a mapping. My source is employee already available. My target is not available. I'm going to import using target designer tool. From the menu bar, select targets, import from click on repository. Now I'm going to create a mapping. My source and targets are available. Select mapping designer tool. From the menu bar, select mappings, click on M underscore stored procedure. There are two types in stored procedure, connected and unconnected. I will explain both. First I am going to explain connected. So here select your source and drag it up. Similarly your target. Now I am going to create stored procedure here. From the menu bar, select transformation, click on create option. When it opens, create transformation dialog box. So here you need to select stored procedure. Enter the name. Whatever the name you want, you can give, but stored procedure generally we give SP. This is the standard. When you click on create, it opens import stored procedure dialog box. Where you are,
When you click
sorry,
when you click the transformation also, you get the first option as
yeah, import stored procedure. Yeah, in
post.
that way also we can do. So when once you import the stored procedure, you need to drag it like sources and targets.
Oh, okay.
So anyway is fine. At the time of creation itself, you can import.
Okay.
Anything is fine. So my stored procedure is available under source site. So take source relational connect. So source DS. See, this is your stored procedures. EMP tax cal that we
Okay.
created under Oracle. Click on OK. Click on done. So if you observe here, it is ready to take salary as input. You can see my mouse cursor, small triangle symbol. I'm ready to provide an output tax.
Oh,
Connect salary to salary. Take tax as output. Remaining columns directly connect from source qualifier to target. Any questions?
uh, and in case the now you have created the procedure as in case
Your
you
voice
want
is not clear.
in in case your processor is inside a package body.
You can call same thing, same steps.
uh,
It will show
See, the
you.
list of packages will
Yeah,
be displayed, and you want to import from the
correct.
okay.
Repository. So our first step is completed. Second step is creation of session. Select workflow manager. Select task bar. From the menu bar, select tasks. Click on S underscore M underscore SP underscore CONN underscore. Click on create. Then it will show list of mappings. Select the required mapping. Click on apply. As usual, we need to give relational connections. So source connection. Select target. New target connection. So far we have given connections only for sources and targets. Sometimes we need to give connections for transformations. Only for two transformations we give connections. One is stored procedure, another one is lookup. So why we are giving connection is it is related to database. So you need to give database connection. The procedure is going to execute in the database.
Okay,
So
first
here
one is procedure and second one is
lookup. I will explain
lookup.
later. We did not
Okay.
discuss that. So here connection information by default it is showing $target. Click on this arrow mark. Then it opens connection browser. Select use object and then select source extension. Click on apply. Repository. Now first two steps are completed. Third step is creation of workflow or use existing. So here select your session. Repository. Any questions so far? Select your session. Right click. See here 4 rows read from source, those 4 rows load into target. Check whether tax calculated or not. See, I am going to show same example with unconnected stored procedure. After that, I will explain what are the differences between connected stored procedure and unconnected stored procedure, and when we go for connected and when we go for unconnected. So my source is employee and my target is same, EMPSP. Directly, I can create a mapping. Why? Because my source and targets are already there. Employee is my source and my target is EMPSP. From the menu bar, select mappings, click on M underscore SP underscore unconnected underscore text. Click on select your source, drag it into workspace. Similarly, your target works. Your target. The stored procedure creation is same, either connected or unconnected. From the menu bar, select transformation, click on create. So here you need to select stored procedure. So the name recommended is SP for the description. Click on create, then it opens import stored procedure dialog box. Click on connect. So I'm not going to link to any other transformation or any other thing. So that's why we call it as unconnected. We are going to call this unconnected using expression transformation. I'm going to create expression.
Oh, so the purpose of doing this is when you are creating session, there is no need of connecting to database.
Sorry?
The purpose of doing this is that when you create a session, there is no need to connect to database for the
No, we
procedure.
need to connect. I will tell you the differences and when we go for this. So here tax we need to calculate. So this is known as unconnected. Why? Because we did not connect through any links. So now we are going to create one output port in expression. Using that we are going to call that stored procedure. Double click on this. Go to ports tab. So here icon is there. Add a new port to this transformation. I can say O underscore tax. So data type is double, and you need to disable the input port. Why? Because it is not coming from the source you are producing. O means output. Then expression enables. Click on this arrow mark. Remove the existing thing. Left side, if you scroll down, you can see store procedures. Double click. So this is the syntax: colon sp dot stored procedure transformation name with arguments. In interviews also they will ask, how do you call an unconnected stored procedure? Using expression transformation, we can call unconnected stored procedure with the syntax colon sp dot stored procedure transformation name with arguments. You need to remember as it is whatever I explained. So go to ports. You are passing salary as input and you are getting one output. You need to store that output. So there is a predefined variable available in Informatica proc underscore result. You need to use as it is. The output come and store on proc underscore result. Finally it is going to assign to tax output port. Any questions? Click on OK.
Like what is the what is the what is pros and cons like
Sorry?
uh, like what is the advantage of using this unconnected
Yeah, I'm
stored
going to
procedure?
explain after this. Once you see the result, I will explain what are the
Okay.
differences and when we go for this, when we go for that. I will tell you. Now connect tags. Repository. So second step is creation of session. Select workflow manager. Select task. From the menu bar, select tasks, click on enter the session. S underscore M underscore SP underscore click on create. Then it will show list of mappings. Select your mapping. Click on OK. As usual, we need to give relational connections. Double click. Go to mapping. For stored procedure, you need to give source connection. Why? Because it is available under source. Repository. Any questions so far? Step. Next, select workflow document. Next, select your session. Right. Now, select your session. Right click. There is option. Start task. See here 4 rows, right? 4 rows loaded into the target. Now check in the database. Already data there. Again it will set anyway. See? Otherwise you can truncate and you can rerun also. Now I am going to explain what are the differences between connector stored procedure and unconnected stored procedure. First difference is connector stored procedure participates in the mapping flow. You can see.
Like it produces the activity.
See, connected stored procedure participates in the mapping flow, whereas unconnected stored procedure doesn't participate in the mapping flow. This is the mapping flow. This is first difference. Second difference is connected procedure can return multiple ports. That means, so you can take multiple outputs. You pass salary, you can calculate tax in the stored procedure, and you can get net salary also. Two output ports you can get. You can return multiple ports. Whereas in unconnected, you can return only one output port. So why? Because we are calling in the expression through output, right? In output port, you can store only one value. You cannot store two values. Correct.
So you can also create the second port also, right?
Second port we can create at a time. You can get only one return port. You cannot create net salary and you cannot get at a time tax and net salary values. Whereas in connected you will get in how many outputs you want, you can connect directly.
Okay, even though the procedure doesn't define the net salary, you can still.
So you have to define, right? Otherwise output won't come.
Yeah.
So if you define, then output comes. But the difference is connected stored procedure can return multiple ports, whereas unconnected stored procedure can return only one output. So these are the two main differences between connected stored procedure and unconnected stored procedures. Now,
I think
yeah,
I think Venkat still I'm not getting this.
okay, alright.
Like if your procedure defines, like if you are already in your procedure, you have defined the net salary, net tax as
Yeah,
another.
tax and net salary you define. Then you can see one more port here. Net salary as
Yeah,
output port. You can connect.
yeah, you can.
Okay.
So even in the expression also, if you
Mm-hmm.
have already defined in your procedure net salary, in expression you could create another.
Mm-hmm.
You could, like, you have created O tax, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
you could create net tax and.
Mm-hmm. How I can create? So I can create one output port. What is the syntax for this? You can pass multiple inputs. You can get only one output. You can store under proc underscore result only, right?
So
This
there's
is
no syntax.
no syntax.
Uh,
Then next question is when you go for connected store procedure and when you go for unconnected store procedure. So suppose your requirement is you want to get multiple output ports. You want to retrieve from procedure. Then obviously we need to go for connected one only. Why? Because unconnected doesn't support. Only one output port supports. So that is one scenario. Then if you want to get only one output port, you can go for either connected or unconnected. Just now we have seen.
yeah, yeah,
Then you may get it out why unconnected exists. If we are able to do all the things with connected, what is the use of unconnected?
yeah, yeah. That's what I mean.
See, when suppose your requirement is like this, you have two salaries. You are working in two different departments, or you are working as a part-time employee as well as permanent employee. Okay,
Okay.
so then you will get two salaries. Can you connect two salaries at a time to one port? No. So I have one more thing. So what you need to do, you need to create one more stored procedure. Copy this, paste it. So connect another salary port to this.
Oh,
Assume employee number is the salary port, salary one port. And then you need to calculate tax. Suppose if you are getting three salaries, you need three stored procedures to get taxes. Correct.
okay.
Why? Because we can connect only one at a time. Whereas if you go
Yeah.
for this, we can call same unconnected stored procedure with different arguments. Create one more output port. Go underscore tax one double. So this time I will pass salary one as argument. Salary one is e number. Proc underscore result. So I can call the same stored procedure, unconnected stored procedure using multiple inputs. If you pass salary, you will get corresponding tax. If you pass salary one, you will get corresponding tax. That means when we go for unconnected, if you want to call same unconnected stored procedure multiple times with the different inputs for a single row. So if you want to get same thing, you need two connected stored procedures. Here, with the help of one unconnected stored procedure, we are getting. It's like kind of a function. You can think it of. If you pass input, based on your input, our output will come.
Yeah. So in the stored procedure itself, like you can use the if else command, and you can say that if salaries, if there are two salaries, then you send output as salary one, or if there is some other salary, then you send it as out salary out two. Then you can get in your stored procedure transformation two kind of salaries.
Yeah, you can also do like that also.
Yeah.
But that is not recommended approach.
Oh, it's not.
So anyway, you are able to get with one thing. Why you need to write two times salary, salary one. So eight.
Maybe like
Mhm.
then you have to spend more effort on creating procedures and
Yeah.
okay.
Simple thing is when you go for unconnected stored procedure means if you want to call with multiple inputs for a single row.
Okay.
If you want to apply same logic as a connector, you need to go for multiple connected transformations.
Okay.
Clear?
Okay, got it. Yeah.
Any questions so far?
So,
Okay.
so far so
So
good.
yeah, in the next class I will explain some other transformations.
Okay.
And did you get a chance to talk with your friend on that face part?
Yeah, yeah. Actually, I was about to talk to you. So it's like when I had conversation with Vijaya, she was saying if we are taking only the classes, it's $300, and if it is you are providing some resume and job support, then it is 400, right?
No, no, project, real-time project. See, I said
Uh,
actually initially I said 500, 300 for training and 200 for project. She wanted training and real-time project. So I said you people both are attending, so pay 400, 400. I decreased $100.
yeah, but like for me, I need a training itself. Like I don't.
Okay, fine,
Uh,
no, not an issue. Then you can
yeah,
pay it to me. Not an issue.
like for project because see like whatever I'm working I can use the same business logic and try to create all these things like
Okay, fine, no issues. Then that's fine.
yeah okay
Okay.
yeah that's what I want to be clear on that so
Yeah, yeah, not an issue.
yeah I'll start the transaction of the rest of amount as soon as possible.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
So 300 into I think 68 or something, and whatever the dollar rate you can send like that.
Yeah for sure I'll check that and I'll send it.
Okay, thank you. So
Okay.
tomorrow we meet at the same time. Okay.
I can confirm to you tomorrow about tomorrow because it's weekend so
Okay. So then
I'll
tomorrow
send.
morning available.
Uh, tomorrow. Uh, uh, better is this time only. In case tomorrow we want to
Okay.
do, I can.
Okay, no
Okay, thank you.
problem. Just send me the communication. Okay.
Yeah, I'll send an email.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Okay, thanks.